may not be on America's side. History alone tells you America is going to be destroyed. Because the Roman Empire was...
So as you can see, that's a clear comparison between the Roman Empire, the rise, decline, and fall of the Roman Empire, paralleled with the American Empire, rise, decline, and fall. Okay? And I got a scripture here.
Yep.
Now this is going into more history. Now, if you understood the and you're gonna see the rest of Daniel the 11 breakdown coming up. Just be patient, and then we're gonna go over the part 4 and part 5 because there's something missing there. And if we lost the file, what we'll do is we'll do a separate show just on that, just to fill in the blank, so to speak. Okay, but that just shows that you got hungry people out there, and this is food. All right, and give me that in Jeremiah. Feed you. What was that 3 and 7? If I'm not 3:15, I think it is 3:15. Yeah. But before you go into that, I'm gonna read this here. Matter of fact, read it. Go ahead and read it.
This is Jeremiah 3 and 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding.
And we're the only ones that are doing it, man. Okay? Now I'm going to read this here. This is Second Maccabees, the 5th chapter. And I'm going to start in the middle of the 11th verse, okay? It says, whereupon removing out of Egypt in a furious mind, this is Antiochus IV, also known as Antiochus Epiphanes. He moved out of Egypt because he was trying to take down the Egyptian ruler, which was one of the Ptolemies. Okay, I believe that was Ptolemy the 6th, if I'm not mistaken. It was either the 5th or the 6th. But anyway, he had basically he was that with this guy Pompeius that put that circled around him, circling. I think that was doing it. Yeah. Pompilius, the circle in the sand. I think that's why when he was going to either fight the Egyptians or another group of people he wanted to take down, and basically Pompilius drew a circle in the sand and said, "Look, if you go outside this circle, I'm gonna fuck you up." then Antiochus got mad and he went back to to our people and totally destroyed them. Gaius Pompilius Linus. All right. I believe that. Matter of fact, read the account.
It says, in 168 BC, a Roman consul named Gaius Pompilius Linus drew a circular line in the sand around King Antiochus IV of the Seleucid Empire, then said, "Before you cross this circle, I want you to give me a reply for the Roman Senate," implying that Rome would declare war if the king stepped out of the circle without committing to leave Egypt immediately. Weighing his options, Antiochus wisely decided to withdraw. Only then did Pompilius agree to shake hands with him.
Is there more to that?
That was it. No.
Okay. Well, it should tell you further in the history. He got mad at that, and he went back. When he went back to Jerusalem, he called for his men to utterly slaughter the children of Israel. Right, and here's the account right here. Right, I'm gonna read it again. It said, it started at 11, the top. It said, now when that was done is talking about the situation with what's his name? Linnaeus. What's his name? Pompilius Linus. All right. Besides other things, because they were warring factions. They were warring against the Romans, and he was a Roman. He was a Roman general. All right. He was at war, ongoing war from his foreparents with the Ptolemaic dynasty. So you had different empires or different powers coming against one another. So when you went to take down one one power, another power might come in the middle of that, man. And that's what happened with this guy Linus, Pompilius Linus, which was a Roman, right? So with all that, he was pissed off because he wanted Egypt, and this guy came in. Yep, Egypt was in league with the Romans, and Rome was also in league with the Maccabees. All right. Okay, because you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna jump to the 9th verse. It said, "Thus he that had driven many out of their country perished in a strange land, retiring to the Lacedaemonians, and thinking there to find succor by reason of his kinder." 10th verse. "And he that had cast out many unburied had none to mourn for him, nor any solemn funerals at all, nor sepulchre with his fathers." All right, this is going into that back and forth war. All right, it says the 11th verse. "Now when this that was done came to the king, which was Antiochus IV, or Antiochus Epiphanes' ear, he thought that Judea had revolted, because while he was trying to take down one kingdom, you had Israel. They were thinking about revolting against this guy, man, or he thought it in his mind. It says, "Whereupon, removing out of Egypt in a furious mind, he took the city by force of arms." 12. "And commanded his men of war not to spare such as they met." In other words, all the Israelites that they saw, whether it was infants, women, just kill them. "And to slay such as went up upon the houses." 13. "Thus there were killing of young and old, making away of men, women, and children, slaying of virgins and infants." So they didn't give a damn, man. 14. It says, "And there were destroyed within the space of 3 whole days 80,000, which is 80,000, whereof 40,000 were slain in the conflict, and no fewer sold than slain." So there were 40,000 that were slain, and there were 40,000 that were sold in slavery. All right. That's why when you read in the book of Acts, and even in Corinthians, mainly in the book of Acts, you read about the Greeks. You come across the word Greeks, or you come across the word Grecians, or you come across the word Gentiles. You come across the name Cornelius. And you have some Israelite groups out there that say that Cornelius is an Edomite, because that was taught back in 92 or prior to 92. And me, myself, and even Nate had woken up to the fact that Cornelius is an Israelite. But they referred to Cornelius as a Gentile. Matter of fact, give me, do I got it? Go to Acts 11 and 1. Acts 10 goes into the account of Cornelius, right? Now Acts 11 tells you that Cornelius was a Gentile, but we know that Cornelius was an Israelite, because you had Israelites being called Gentiles, and he was one of them. Go ahead.
All right, this is Acts chapter 11 verse 1. "And the apostles and brethren that were in Judea heard that the Gentiles, Israelite foreigners, had also received the word of the Most High."
Read that again.
"And the apostles and brethren that were in Judea heard that the Gentiles had also received the word of the Most High."
They said that's following Acts 10. What was Acts 10 all about? Cornelius being converted, man. So you had strivings, you had strife among the apostles. Because Peter was given, it was given to Peter to teach the so-called Gentiles, which were Israelites. But the other apostles, they wasn't having it, man. So it had to be explained to them.
Con.
And part of the reason why you had Israelites that were called Gentiles, because of this account that I just read, about how 40,000 of them were sold into slavery, man. And there were more of them that were sold into slavery. There's an account where the Syrians under the Seleucid dynasty had enslaved